Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kaylee and today we are back on our fall farmcore island, Walnut. And today I wanted to do something a little bit different. Instead of a speed build, I'm in like a chatty mood. So I was thinking of doing more of a let's play decoration style so I can kind of explain the ideas I have for this area and yeah, just do it a little bit different, maybe a little bit longer of a video. My speed builds are usually around like 15 minutes, so I feel like this video will be a little bit longer than that. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Before we start the build though, I figured we could do a little walkthrough of what we've completed on this island so far. So over in the entrance, we have our airport obviously, and right outside of that we have a wheat field over on the left side, kind of just some overgrown weeds, a couple windmills, some trees and everything. And then to the right of the entrance, we have Maggie's home here, and she just has this yard with some pumpkins and just like an overgrown field. And then if we go this way, we get to resident services, and I really love this tree's bounty arch that I got to use. Oh my gosh, and look at Teddy in the background just jamming out. But if we continue on down this path and this way, we come over to another little farm, and we have a barn build that we did over here. And then down towards the beach, we just have a little wheat field. Not a wheat field, but a wheat farm. And we have a bunch of the rocking chairs, which are so cute and they look like little sheep. And that is so cute that Timber is over in this area. I did think about using Timber's house eventually over in this area, but instead I went with just a fake little house. So maybe we can give her some rocking chairs over in the area that we built for her. But the area that we're going to be working on today is actually this little transition area up here. So I have built a big old cliff back here. In the last video we kind of left off just with a tiny cliff up here, and all of this wasn't built up yet, but off screen I went ahead and built up all the cliff. And I guess we can take a look at the map to see what we're working with. You can also see that I did update a bunch of the villagers. So in the last video we did find Victoria, and I just went ahead and got the rest of the villagers. So we have Teddy, Patty, Timbra, Billy, Victoria, Maggie, Hazel, of course, she is my favorite now. And then we have two chickens, we have Egbert and Brofina, and then we have Eric, who I couldn't resist having on this island. I really wanted him, so I made sure that I got him. But yeah, you can see the cliff that we're working on today. We won't be going over into the area behind resident services, and definitely not over to the cliff on the left that's not even built up yet. We are just going to be focusing on this area, and we probably won't go too far back in this area either, because I do have a plan for this area that I don't think we'll be able to get to in this build. So yeah, we're just going to start off with this area. I do need to whip out my terraforming tool though, because we will be laying down some pathing. I don't think we'll do any terraforming with cliffs or water, but I do want to use it to lay down some paths, and I want to use some in-game pathing. I guess we can talk a little bit about my plans for this area. So I do want a path obviously to come up this way, and I was thinking of in this area we could have a cute little farm of some sort, and then over in this area we could have a house, and I think I do want to use one of our new villagers' houses, so someone over there, and then maybe like a tiny little barn over here, I don't know, or like a shed of some sort. But yeah, let's just get started. I'm gonna whip out the light dirt path. I think I'm gonna use both of them because I want to make like a checkerboard pattern with the light and dark dirt, so just alternating. This way they don't like make a big pattern, I guess. You're just alternating between the light and dirt, light and dark, and it makes kind of like a checkerboard pattern, which I think is really cute. It also looks kind of cute on the map, so we can just go ahead and do this real quick, and then we can move over to the dark dirt and just fill in all the gaps. And there we go. I think I am just going to keep it down to 4 rows because I do want it to be kind of like a small area, and I do want to include like a shed back here, so I don't want it to be too big of a farm. But I had a couple ideas and I grabbed a few items that I feel like we could play with. So we have a tulip surprise box, which is really cute. I grabbed it in the yellow variant. And then we have a mum cushion and the peach surprise box, which I thought was really cute. So we could either use some of these items mixed in with some flowers, or I grabbed 2 different crops, well I guess 3. We have the carrot, the orange pumpkin or the yellow pumpkin. And I thought with the checker pattern we could alternate between different types of items. So if we wanted to use a flower on the light dirt and then like a pumpkin on the dark dirt, it would be like kind of like the checkered pattern with the pattern of the dirt, like the dirt color. So it would alternate everything. So I think let's just go ahead and I guess plan something out. I want to try a couple different variations to see which one I like. And I think I want to start with the carrots. So let me go ahead and plant all these real quick. Okay, so I added all the carrots to the light dirt path, which I guess is kind of backwards because then the soil of the actual crop is dark, but I think that's fine. And then on every other one, I kind of want to add a flower to it. So I was thinking of maybe the orange cosmos because it will just be very orange. And I just really like the cosmos, so I think they would be cute. So let's add these to the rest of them. Okay, so this is what we're working with right now. We have the orange cosmos and the carrots. Obviously, I think it would look a little bit cuter if we had more carrots, like if we had them in bundles of 3 instead of the single carrot growing. But this is an idea that we could do. I do want to maybe swap the carrots out for the pumpkins and see how I like that. So let me really quickly go ahead and swap all of these out. I think I want to use the orange pumpkins because we also have the yellow one, but I think including the orange cosmos, I want to do the orange pumpkins. So let's flip all these over to pumpkins and then we can take a look at it. Okay, so here are the pumpkins in the cosmos. I do really like this, and I've definitely built a farm before that had pumpkins and cosmos. This is definitely an option. I do want to try the other ones out, and if we like this one the most, we can always change it back. But I think I want to try doing maybe the yellow tulips and the yellow surprise box because I think that'd be like a really cute little tulip farm. And then I want to try the mums and the peach surprise box. So let me do half and half and we can see if we like either of those. Okay, so here is another option. We have the tulips over on the left, which I do think is really cute. And then we have the peaches and the mums on this side. I do just have this inkling that this may look a little too kidcore like, especially the tulips. I don't know if I love the tulips. The peaches I think are really cute, but I also don't love the fact that you can touch these and they like bounce a baby out. It's kind of creepy. So I think I'm going to try the mums and the mum cushion. I think that could look really cute. And I don't know if I can't grab these without upsetting the mum and plicking them, which I do not want to do. I want to keep my mums. But let's just go ahead and add the mum cushions on these 4 little dots just to see if we like them and we don't have to disturb the tulips if we decide we don't like those either. I don't know, but which farm will we like the most? I do want to use a mix of things because we have the checkered pattern, so I think it will look cute to have things in like a mix, if that makes sense. But let's see, this is the last mum cushion. Okay, I do like the mum cushions a lot better than the tulips, I think. So let me actually transfer over all of this to this side, and then we can look at the whole entire farm as the double mum farm. I also like having the flowers on the dark dirt. I don't know, I feel like it looks more intentional than having it on the light dirt, so I think I'm gonna keep them on the dark dirt. I know back in like 2020 it was like really popular to put your flowers on top of the dirt patterns, so it kind of feels a little nostalgic doing that again. I don't know why. It just reminds me of like the olden days of how we used to decorate with like normcore. We'd always like use the in-game pathing, so it's like a little nod to that, I feel like, but just like in a different way, I guess, because this is definitely, I feel like, not something that we do on a normcore island, but I think I really like this mum farm. So I think I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff up here, so we don't need the tulip surprise box or the peach surprise box. And then we actually didn't end up using any of the crops that we had grabbed. I mean, we didn't try the pumpkin, but the yellow pumpkin, we tried the orange one, didn't love that. but I didn't try the yellow pumpkin, but I actually really like the mums, so I don't think I'm going to try those at all. But look how cute this little farm looks like now. Okay, so next up I want to add a little storage shed kind of barn back here. I don't want it to look exactly like the barn that we use down here, so I grabbed a couple different items for us to take a look at, and it's the retro transportation stops and the wooden sheds, and combined I think they make really cute looking barns, and I grabbed it in 2 different colors, like color combinations. So the first one we can take a look at is the green version. So I grabbed the green version of the retro transportation stops, and then I grabbed the green version of the wooden storage shed. And then if you look at it, it kind of makes a cute little barn. So that's definitely an option to have the green one. And then I also grabbed the same items but in brown. So let's take a look at that. It's in my pockets too. And I just love the retro transportation stops. I feel like I fell in love with them when I made rubble, because I use these all around my island to make fake buildings. And it's such a good item that can be used in so many different ways. Like, I don't think I used them in this specific way on rubble with like the double storefront and a what is this, the wooden storage shed, but I think I actually did this pattern on Pebble, my kid core island. So this is another option, and actually something that I just thought of is a different option that we can do, which is like the more normal way that I use the storefronts. Well, not storefronts, but the retro transportation stops, and that's to put one in the front to be the front of the building, and I think I might like that a little bit better. Yeah, I think I like this better than the storage shed in the front, but I do want to customize the windows, so let me go customize those. I don't have a workbench, so we'll have to go to resident services for their free community workbench. Okay, and then I think I have a window customization that we can use. If not, we can just look at what I have, because maybe we could use the wood siding too. So let's try this one first. It's the brown version. What ones do I have? Okay, I do have a window, and I do have like the wooden slats, which could also be a look, but I think I prefer the window. Do I have anything else? I feel like this would look kind of weird. Yeah, because you see the white at the bottom. Don't love that. And then yeah, the rest I have are like fabrics and stuff, and ignore this code. That's for a different island, but I wanted to look at what the code looked like. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for the window on the brown version at least. And then on the green version, we could actually do a green fabric, because we have a couple of them. So I think that would be cute. Let's see, we have this quilt too. I mean, I don't actually love that because I feel like the colors are a little different. So I think I'm just gonna go for a window on this one too. Okay, let's see what these look like. I'm gonna try the green version, but I have a feeling I'm going to prefer the brown version. But I want to see if we like the pop of color, because it might be a little bit nicer, even though it does look a little too bright for me maybe. But let's see what it looks like put together. We don't know until we try it, so let's try this. I do not mind the green, but I think I just prefer the brown. So let's try that version. It's going to be the same exact thing, just in brown. So really, it just comes down to which colorway we like the best. All of the sides have the window customization, so you won't see that ugly blue thing on the side. Yeah, I think I just prefer the brown version. But I do want to put some custom codes on the ground underneath it, and I think I just want to use the wooden decking code that we have. This one. And I think it is going to go all the way up against this side of the cliff. And then I want to add a row in front in order to have at least a row of items in front of the retro transportation stop, so we can add like a wooden box with something on top and stuff like that, so it's not just a shed like pushed up all the way against the flowers. Okay, so instead of it being pushed up against the flowers, the flat one would go, yeah, right exactly there. That went in the correct spot, which is very nice, because I feel like sometimes, like this one, you have to move around a bunch. That is not where I wanted you to go. I wanted you to go this way. hopefully. Yes, and then we can just push it, and then the other one. And then scooch it in. And I kind of like that you can still see the edges because technically this is only 2 wide and we used 3 levels of this stuff, and then probably over here we can just add a bush. Let's do an azalea bush. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. I'm actually very happy with this. I just feel like we need like a big tree back here. So maybe a big hardwood tree. Ooh, it's very red too, which I like. That's cute. And then we could add another tree, like right here, a cedar tree, because the cedar trees are really tall too. There we go. Yeah. That fills in that space more. And I feel like we could even maybe use a fence item behind it to kind of close it in a little bit more, but we can look at that in a second. But I think that is really cute. I do like this more than the wooden storage shed, but I just want to see what it looks like really quick with the wooden storage shed, because I haven't seen it with the wood pathing underneath. I don't know, it just makes it look really tiny for some reason. I feel like it makes it look too thin, so I am just going to stick with the retro transportation stop, my handy dandy item that I've used so many times, and honestly it never lets me down, this item. Except for the fact you can see the cliff in that little gap when you have it against terraforming, but we don't have that problem here, so I don't care. But yeah, look how cute our little farm came out. And thinking of items, we could probably put a wooden box or a barrel or something right here, and then something on this side, but I feel like we need like a tree right here, so maybe a tiny tree, and then obviously we have to stunt that bad boy. There we go. Yeah, so let me find some items that we can try out over here. Oh, Eric is being so nice and he's watering the flowers. I just don't want him to get in my way actually, so maybe go water some other flowers. But I did grab some items. We have a barrel somewhere. There we go. We could put that here. It is kind of tall too, which I like. And then to put on top, I thought it would be really cute to put a elephant watering can. And I grabbed the yellow version so it matches our flowers. And also we could gift the villagers. I haven't talked to them enough to gift them stuff right now. But we could gift them the elephant watering cans and then they actually use those around the island, which I think is really cute. But yeah, the barrel is one option. And then another option that I grabbed was just the wooden box, because I do like that item, and then we could put the watering can on top of that. There we go. I think I prefer the height of the barrel because next to the shrub, they kind of look the same height. So let's try the barrel. And then I grabbed a really cute item to put on the other side, but let's turn it this way, or do I like it the other way? Oh, I kind of like it facing that way. And then I want to put a code right here because the item that I have, I want to kind of split between the two sides. So we'll just add a pebble code. And then I figured because we have a mum farm, we could have the garden wagon because it has flowers in it. And it kind of looks like it has like mums. I don't know if those are supposed to be like carnations, like the yellow little flower. But I felt like the color palette really matched our island too, which is really cute. And then that spot right there in front of the building we made will just be blank, which is fine. But I think this is turning out so cute. And I actually did grab the fence item to try over here. And I grabbed it in a couple different colors. Let's try this one first. I don't remember which one's which. Okay, this one is the green one, but I want it to face this way. And can I push you in? There we go. Okay, I do like the item. I just feel like the color isn't exactly right. I also grabbed, I think, the damaged version and an orange version. So I don't know which one I will like the most. Okay, stop going that way. This is officially one of the most annoying items to place over here. Okay, we have the orange one. Ooh, it's kind of weird how I think we can push it forward though, maybe. I don't know. But let's see how that looks from the front. Okay, I definitely like the orange one better than the green one. But I did grab the damaged one so we can see if we like that color. I don't know if this is going to be too much damage though. Having the damaged fence and the damaged storefronts, because I don't want it to look too run down. Yeah, I think I also just like the pop of orange, so let's switch this back to the orange version. If it will go the right direction, please. Thank you. And then we'll scoot you over. There we go. I do want to scoot it up though. I don't know. I can't do both, so it might just live there. But I think that is really cute. I keep sitting on these mum cushions, by the way, accidentally. And then down here we can just do some filler stuff. So we'll probably add a grain mum. I don't know if I like the mums that close to each other, but I feel like I've used every other flower in this area, so I don't want it to look... I don't want two flowers of the same kind right next to each other, because that really bothers me, which I know is dumb, but it does, so that's okay. And then we'll just fill in this area. And then maybe have it go up by one tile, and then I can just mess with this stuff. And I kind of think it would be cute to have some wooden planks go up in this area, like lead you to the little farm. I don't know if that's going to be too much though. And I don't know which way I want them to go. Maybe have it flat this way and then one curves. Let's do this one and then a curvy one. And then next to that we could have the opposite curve. There we go. And then maybe, will it look weird if I put one facing this way? I think that's fine. And then we can just put like a weed right here or something. There we go. And then a weed could go in this spot too. But I don't, okay. I'm gonna mess with this real quick and find a pattern that I like. Okay, I like this a little bit more. It's just like a little tiny wooden path. And then I actually exchanged this for a flower, which I think I'm okay with. I don't know if I like the double flower though, so I might just change. No, I did not want to talk to Eric. Oh, I actually can gift Eric, which is good to know. But I'll do that later. Get out of my way. I think I just want this to be a weed because I don't like the two flowers next to each other. So no, we're gonna make it a weed. Okay, and then the next area that we can probably work on is this upper cliff. So let me put a vine so I can actually get up there. And then we need to figure out what we want to do with the water terraforming up here. I think I do want this to be a flower. So let's try a yellow Cosmo, sure. And then I don't like when the water kind of comes from nowhere. So I always like to make at least like a little loopy loop. And I think this way we could actually put a tree or two up here. Like I think this could be a tree or this could be a tree. And then I want this to be a tree, but I don't think it can. Baby tree? No, okay. Well that kind of sucks. We can only put one tree up here, but I think I want to put a hardwood up here. We'll try a large young, because that is like, it's not too big, but it's like a good size for a tree. And then let's see, we can just put another flower over here and then put some bushes in. I don't want to double bush it though, so we'll have to pay attention to which ones we put up here. I know this can be a bush. What are you talking about? Okay. And then probably, maybe we can put a rock right here. So let's put a custom code down. Sure, the stump and mushrooms. And then I think I have the single little garden stone in my pockets still. Yes. So that works. And then this can be another bush. Let's just do an azalea. Perfect. And then this could be a flower. What do I have down? I have a tulip down there. I have, let's see. I kind of want to use a black tulip, but we already have that. Maybe just an orange one. Sure. And then here we could put the long boy. What is that thing called? The flat garden rock is what I'm talking about. I think I have that. I do. And then let's see. This back here can be a wheat field because it will probably cover some stuff up. And then honestly, that could be a wheat field too on a half tile. What is this thing talking about? This can in fact be a wheat field. Finally, I just wanted it on this half tile and it took me 10 years. But there, okay, that is good. And then we'll have to go around to the other side. This little waterfall is going to kind of go nowhere though, but I feel like you won't really be able to see it, so no harm, no foul, if no one even notices this. So if you come visit my island, just pretend like you don't even see that little waterfall that leads to nothing. And then let's grab this back down and we can actually put probably another wheat field here. So it kind of looks like the wheat field is coming from the top of the cliff down onto the bottom. And then we can just put a shrub back here or something. There we go. And I feel like this is a pretty good view so far. But next I want to think about where I want to put the villager house, because I do want a villager house up here because we have taken up a decent room on the map and we only have one villager home so far. So I do have all 10 villagers, so I need somewhere to put them. So let's start at this weed. I think this will be a good house spot. I think it is a little close to the edge of the cliff, so I don't think we can put a tree on that side. But I think this is like as good as I can get because there's not enough room here for like a walkway really. So I think this is the best spot for it actually. But yeah, let's just go grab a house. I think I want to put Victoria here because I don't know, I feel like her house would look really good right here, even though I do want to tweak her house a little bit. I did get the HHP complete, so we can tweak their house, but we'll have to, I think, move her first, or maybe we can try to do both in one day. Let's talk about homes. I think that's where you can customize their house. A residence home. And I want to talk to Victoria. I don't know why Victoria's picture, it makes her face mask look very green, even though it's very brightly yellow. See, look, it's very bright yellow, and they make it look green in that picture, and I don't know why. Okay, I just want to work the exterior for now. I do want to change all of the interiors, but for now, I'm only going to change the exterior because that's all I have motivation to do right now. Okay, so I do want to keep the shape of her house, but I was thinking of changing it to this color because it's a little more neutral, or we could do this one. But I think I want to keep the log sides. I don't know, it's pretty cute. And then I was thinking of doing the yellow tile, or maybe this one. Or what is this one? Not this one, this one. That's pretty cute. What other roofs do they have? I kind of like this one or this one. But I think I want to keep yellow because she will be next to the farm. So I kind of want to give her something yellow to say that. And then, I mean, we could do a yellow door, but I kind of like the door and the exterior combination. So let's do that. And then for the wreath, I was either thinking this glowing moss one because it does come in a yellow color. So let's look at that. Because those kind of remind me of like the mum stuff, but I don't know. Another option is just to go with the mum wreath, which I kind of like. I do really love the Cosmo wreaths, but we don't really have Cosmos in her area. We could do green mums. Or the branches, but that seems a little basic for her. The hyacinth wreath is pretty too. I want the mushroom wreath on my door, so I don't know if I want to give it to anyone else. But I think maybe just the mum wreath. And then I want to look at the roofs again. I kind of like this house. Ooh, or this one. I think I want to do this for her house. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes to this design. Okay, and now let's see if we can also move her house. I don't remember if it lets you change her house and move it at the same time, but I guess we'll find out. So an island home, and then let's see if they have, okay, they have Victoria on the list. So, okay, it does let you move it and change it at the same time, which is very nice, because I'm pretty sure you can't customize your house and move it at the same time. So the fact that they let you do the villagers' houses is very nice. So let's take her house and then we'll just put it in that spot that we laid out. Look at both my little chickens. In my head, they're in a relationship. And they're so cute, but they need to get out of my way. Okay, let's put Victoria's house down over here. I think it will look good in this spot. We can imagine it, but I don't think it's gonna really show us anything. Oh, I forgot it doesn't show us the house exterior change too. I mean, we can't really tell anything from this, but I guess that's okay. Okay, so before we do anything else, I just want to time travel because in order to decorate around her house, I want her house to be there, so on to the next day. Okay, so the house is in spot, and this is the design that we went with. I'm thinking that I might actually want to change the house to have a yellow roof after all. I just feel like this is very bland, not bland, but very neutral for the type of villager that we have living here. And I feel like with this area over here already being like pretty brown, when you look at this area like through this way, it looks like two very big blocks of brown. So I might want to change either the roof color to yellow or maybe something more orange if they have it, or even like a red color. I do kind of like the curtains are red. But yeah, I think I want to tweak this house a little bit, but I think we can get started on building around this area. And what I want to do first is I kind of want to put a fence that lines the back of this. And I was thinking of the vertical board fencing, so I grabbed 3 different options. The first option is the normal wood color that they have. And again, this is just like a neutral color of brown. But let's see what this one looks like. Okay, I do like it. The vertical board fencing is one of my favorite fences, so that's option 1. The green is the second option, which I don't think I'm really loving. We do have the green fence down here with the simple wooden fence. I have a couple pieces of it down in this little area, and then I continue to up here, and I definitely like it more in the simple wooden fence. The vertical board fencing and the green is not my favorite, so let's try the last option. Okay, so the last option is the black one, and I honestly think that's the one that I like the most, so I think I'm gonna just continue that across this whole way. And I don't know if I want it to go over here on this side, but let's just do it for now so it's all the way across the back. And I kind of do like it that you can see it on this side, and I do kind of like how that looks, being able to see it on both sides of the house, so that's good. We'll just have to continue the path, and it will kind of force you to go a little diagonal, which is good because I want this area to fork off to go over this little land bridge. I do have to finish terraforming it on this side to make it a little bit more natural looking, but I was thinking of having a big overlook of like a pumpkin patch, or maybe the vineyard that we were thinking of, having that over here. And then I do want the path to continue this way as well, so it will be like a good fork in the road area right here, and it kind of makes you go diagonal so you can pick up or sideways, which is good. But let's, I guess, work on the path. I did want to add back this tulip, and then actually I need to whip out my terraforming again. And in front of the house, I kind of wanted to add the wood planks coming from the house, because I think it's so cute when I see people do this in front of their houses, just have like the little planks here. And then up here we can add just like a dirt path to this little front area to be like her front steps, I guess. But let's add this. There we go. And then I think we can have somewhat of another log path going this way. I am really liking this log pathing. It's a little bit of a different one than I usually use, but I really like how it's been looking on the island. I've used it in a couple different spots so far, and I think it's worked out really well. and it's kind of helped me break up some of my pathing because I feel like I did large clumps of pathing, but now I can add in little sprinkles of cute little, I don't know, little log areas. I think it's cute. I see people do it a lot on their islands, and I'm basically copying them at this point, but that's okay. Not copying, I'm taking inspiration. There we go. But let's add another big chunk of terraforming over here, and then we can kind of continue the path up this way and then have it curve over so it is going to kind of like diagonally, and then this one can be this guy, I guess, and then we'll continue the little curvy part down here. There we go. And then we can fill in this area a little bit. I was thinking of putting a wheat field here, and it will be good because it goes on like a half tile right here, which is nice, and then probably just a flower and a bush back here because that's some of our favorite things to use on this island. Okay, there we go. I think that path works pretty well. We can get from here to here just over like the weed too, so that's nice. We'll have to figure out something to go here. And then I have a decayed tree, so I want to see if that works, but I want to put down the leaf pathing first. And I really do. I am really loving this code. I've used it a couple different places underneath some of the windmills or decayed trees or mush parasols, and it's just such a good item. I think I have some stuff in here. Let's see. Decayed tree, yes. Okay, we could do the decayed tree, or I do have the mush parasol in my pockets. Oh, that's a windmill. Mush parasol. That's a little brighter in color. And then we could put like a bush or something in front of it. Or we could try the windmill. I feel like I've used a windmill next to all of the houses, and it's just such a good item. I do like that. I was kind of thinking of having one back here too. Let's see what that looks like. I'm just gonna place it down and then we can figure out pathing and stuff. But having it kind of in the background of the house, and I did grab the orange version instead of the decayed version because again, I didn't want too many decayed items in this area. But I think both of those look good, which is nice. And then, like I said, we can just put like a bush over here. Let's do the azalea. And then we could probably just put a wheat field right here, honestly. That is, I think, on a half tile, and I want it on a full tile. There we go. I do wish we could plant some trees over here. I think we can plant one right here, so maybe let's try. I don't know if this is going to be too big. Oh, actually it doesn't cover too much. I kind of like how it covers a little bit of the windmill, and then I feel like right here we could put another tiny hardwood tree. Will that fit right there? Oh, it's another red one. Oh, I am on the 17th. I do plan to have this island on the 16th, so I think some of the trees will be a little lighter because we can have 3 red ones in a row, but I have a feeling this one was lighter the day before, so I don't know. And then right here, I kind of want to put a pumpkin item. I don't have anything in my pockets right now, but let's put down just some of the rock codes and then we can figure out where we want that pumpkin item to go. I'm thinking the spooky tower would look really cute right there, and then we do have to stunt both of these guys. There we go. And then this can be a bush, maybe, if I can dig in the right spot. There we go. And then let's do a plumeria. I feel like we haven't used one of those in a while. And then this can be a flower of some sort. We can just do a yellow tulip. There we go. Yeah, and then I feel like if we put a spooky item right here, it will kind of cover the sapling so you won't see too much of it, which is nice. And then we do have to fill in this area. The issue is, yeah, we can't really dig anywhere close to here. So I think these are the closest tiles that we can put stuff. Can we even, let me face this way. Can we plant a weed over here at all? No, I can't place anything. So this will have to be a code. Maybe just the crack. I have a crack up here. That's a good like filler code. And then this can be a flower. Let's do a yellow pansy. This can be another bush. Could this even be a tree? Oh wow, that can be a tree. That's very close to the house. Again, it's a very red tree. I don't know if I like that. I also don't really like the two trees in a row. So I'm gonna leave this out, but I do feel like this could be a wheat field on a half tile. There we go. And then we can put another one in front of it. There. And then we can just fill this area in with some like weeds. Oh, who's down there calling my name? Eric? Sorry, I can't get down to you. I just have to ignore him. Sorry. I don't have a ladder or anything, so. And then I feel like we could put a rock over here. Maybe a tall garden rock. We haven't had one of those in a while. Completely ignore the villager screaming my name. There we go. And then this can just be a weed, because I don't think anything else can go there. There we go. I feel like this is looking really good. And then let's figure out stuff to put in front of the house. So we can definitely put some codes down. We could even put this, I feel like would look pretty good because it goes right up against the house. There we go. And then we can put an item in front. I brought a couple things. I have the Senmaizuki barrels, which we haven't used at all on this island, and they're really cute. I think that can even be pushed over a little bit. Ooh, but you can kind of see this corner, which I don't like. But maybe we could put a wooden bucket right there. That does cover it. I actually don't think I like the Senmaizuki barrel because, okay, this might be a little crazy, but I feel like the wood color of the bucket, not the bucket, of the Senmaizuki barrels is too close in color to the walls of the house. So I think I'm just gonna go for a normal barrel, which is very basic, but that's okay. And then I think we can actually pull this over, maybe almost onto the pathway. No, let's just push this back. And then we can put a box, I think, out front. And then push that over. There we go. Yeah, and then maybe we can put the wooden bucket up here. There we go. I don't think I have anything else in my pocket. Can I put that on there? Oh, it doesn't place on top. Yeah, we're not going to use the Senmaizuki barrel, but what? Do I have anything else in my pocket? I don't think so. We can find a small item to put on here, but I think that fills up this area. Maybe we can even fit another barrel over here. Maybe up against the tree. I do like that. Yeah, I like that. And then you just have this small little walkway to get to the house. I even think that an item can go on this half tile, actually. Let's see if we can put a barrel there. Is this just going to be barrel core? I feel like it can go in this small little area. Yeah. But I feel like that frames the area too much. Nope, I'm just going to go back to the flower, actually. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple spooky items so we can add a couple more pumpkins over in this area and see how we like that. Okay, so I grabbed a pumpkin tower to go over here. An orange one, and we can just kind of turn it that way. I think that is cute. And then I grabbed a spooky lantern. I grabbed it in the green version because I feel like we don't have a whole lot of green in this area. I think that looks cute over there. And then something else I grabbed was a yellow mom, and I figured we could drop it on this barrel. Maybe turn it. I feel like that's cute. It looks like, I don't know, Victoria plucked a flower and then put it over here. I thought that was cute. And then now I'm thinking about it, in this area we might actually be able to put the stack of pumpkins. Let me add a code right here first, actually. And then I think that same spooky tower can go over here and then just turn it this way. There we go. I don't know if I like having them two back to back. What if I got a yellow version? Okay, let's try the yellow version. There we go. I think that's a little bit better because it doesn't look like we have the same item like too close to each other. I think this area is pretty cool, but I want to put a code down over here. And I wish I had a more scarce pebble code for over here. I don't really... Oh, maybe a puddle. There we go. And then we can just pull this on the half tile. There we go. And then I'm just gonna put probably a flower over here, maybe a black tulip. No, I just have a black flower right there, so I don't want to put a black, maybe a green. I was gonna say a green mum, but then we have a green mum right here, and then they would be in line with each other, and that would not be very cute. Orange tulip? Maybe a yellow tulip. There we go. I think that will be fine. This area is very yellow. Okay, and then to go back to this windmill over here, let's put some codes down on the ground underneath it, and then we might be able to add some trees back here, and then that should pretty much finish off the area. So let's put down this code and add the windmill back, and then we can pick out some areas where we want trees to go. The windmill will just go right back here. There we go. And I kind of like that it's like almost center with this area. Do I like that though? I kind of want it over like a half tile, which is annoying because you can't put a code directly underneath it. Let me grab out my camera. Let's see if we actually like it. No, I like it on the half tile, which is very annoying because then I can't put any items right here. But we could put a tree right here, and I'm thinking maybe we haven't used a cedar in a while. There we go. And then just fill this area in with a wheat field. And then maybe a hardwood tree back here. I think a fully grown hardwood tree. I hope it doesn't block the windmill too much though. Ooh, it's a nice yellow one too, so it kind of breaks up all the very orange trees. Okay, it doesn't block it too much, which is very nice. But I don't think I'm going to continue this area too far over because I'll probably decorate that in the next video. Okay, let's just do the other side of the back of the house, and then that'll be pretty much it. So over here we can just fill in with some bushes, flowers, shrubs, all that good stuff. I think maybe another fully grown cedar tree over here. Do I like how all three of them are in a line though? Not really. Okay, that tree did not belong there. And then I had to think about, I can't put a tree over here, so the closest one I could do is right here. So maybe that's where we put the cedar tree. And then this whole area can just be filler. We'll put another shrub and then a flower. Let's do a yellow Cosmo. And then we can put a tree here. And then I'm gonna do a medium or large. It's always the medium tree in my head. Ooh, and that one's a nice bright one, which I like. And then this can just be a wheat field and another shrub. Behind houses isn't like super important to me, so I kind of just fill them up with a bunch of shrubs, wheat field, and everything, just so it's decorated when you walk by, but it doesn't have to be too interesting, if that makes sense. Okay, I think that's good. And then actually let's go talk to Tom Nook and see if we can make a slight adjustment to Victoria's house. Okay, so I do like the sidings of the house. The two things that I think we might be able to change are either the roof or the door. So this is the roof that I would go with. It's either this one or this one, but I think I like the more brightly colored one. And it also ties in the yellow from the flowers. But I want to take a look at the door options too, because I feel like maybe we could do a more red option like this. Ooh, I actually like this whole combination. Or this one. I kind of like the other one because it kind of looks weird, the window with the wreath. This one is like way too dark for my taste. I think I like this one or this one. I think I like this one more. I think I'm actually gonna go for this like complete house. The yellow roof and the orange door I think just brings more color to it. So yeah, I'm gonna confirm this and then we can time travel to see what it looks like fully built. Okay, so this is what the house looks like. I like this version so much more than the last one. I think it adds a lot of more color into this area. Before it was very brown and it wasn't very happy, but this one is so cute. So now we just have to time travel to take a look at the final build because I want the trees to be in the correct colors, and as you can see right now they're all very red. So let's back skip to November 16th and take a look at the final build. But that's going to be the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Before you leave, make sure you give the video a like, comment, and to subscribe to the channel. I had so much fun today doing a let's play style of build, so hopefully you enjoyed it too, but I will see all of you fine folks in the next one. Bye friends!